4 games in the regular season and the 5 games in this, their first ever head-to-head playoff series. Will the Suns be the first team to the Western Conference Finals? Will the Clippers force their first LA series? Mars Dial, the dump down, and once again, guys, that's the 3rd time in 6 games that a Shawn Marion...
Bill, I've had 2 possessions to think about it. When did Sam Cassell vanish? He had 30 points in that game.
Elton Brand, who had 40 in game 1, is
really works against Elton Brand. Steve Nash is too easy down the lane.
Marion, and Steve does not look tired or heavy-legged here in the first 2 minutes. Quick layups for the Suns.
Well, they want to cut down on all their mistakes. They want to try to pound it inside to Elton Brand and make them take the ball out of the net.
Without a mention of Shaq.
By the way, the Heat seem to have the easiest way into the conference finals.
Shawn Marion hits the 3, 13-12. That's right. When the playoffs made gray, that's outside in Southern California this time of year. Another lob from Dial to Marion.
I'm adamantly opposed to smoking. The other team, you have to bite for some of those conflicts.
Both teams have opened 6 of 10 from the field. Phoenix leading by 2. Marion again a 3. So Shawn Marion, whose 3s were a problem during this series, 3 on 3 if the Clippers push it. Mobley at the line for 3. Good rebound by Brand.
And the Suns basically are just...
Weakness of the Phoenix Suns and Shawn Marion's ability to get going. He is 5 of 6 from the field, coming off one of his best performances, 36 points, a playoff career best 20 rebounds. He's out of the gate with 2 threes and a dozen points, but Chris Kaman and Elton Brand pounding it inside.
In the Clippers' favor.
The guards have changed for the Clippers. Corey Maggette and Sean Livingston have come in. Brand goes to the hoop. Another chance for a 3-point play. The Clippers are just pounding it in the paint and getting the job done.
Their mantra remains pound and defend. And the Clippers starting front court, led by Elton Brand, Chris Kaman, Quentin Ross, have combined for 10 shot attempts, 9 rebounds.
One more for Elton Brand. What a fabulous series in this league. Great athletes. We know him better as Leandro, and with Nash on the bench, these always important minutes. Look at Brand. Just get to any spot he wants. Elton Brand. Back come the Suns with a chance to tie with a 3. D out of Marion, and it's a 1-point game. Dan D'Antoni, Mike's brother, added to the staff here this year.
And is the best player in the land.
Shawn Marion, who came off the bench when that foul trouble put Dial to the bench. Shawn Marion.
You got to get everybody else involved out there. So Cassell and Mobley have combined for only 6 points, but they do have 6 assists and only 1 playoff, Steve. And what happens in the other games has impact here. They're really the same person.
Here's Brand over Thomas. He makes it an important close to the corner here.
6 seconds.
Radmanovic pulled up, nearly lost it, got it back. This is Ross for 2. Quentin Ross, a fabulous half. They'll check it via replay. Looked to be good. The call on the court was that it was good. And Quentin Ross has a playoff career high in the first half alone.
This is the kind of play that sends the Clipper Nation into delirious ecstasy. Waiting, begging. They gotta count that one.
Very tight, but looks good. Mark Jones with Elton Brand.
Elton, 15 points for you in the first half. How do you close this thing out in the second half?
You know, we just keep playing the same way we've been playing. Quentin Ross has stepped up big. Corey Maggette off the bench, slashing, creating shots for everybody. You know, we just have to grind it. Same way we've been playing.
How much of the game plan included Quentin Ross? I mean, he's really making Nash pay at the defensive end and work.
Yeah, you know, we have a lot of faith in all our players. And, you know, I think we have the mismatch there with Quentin Ross on the post against Steve Nash, and vice versa. They have quickness on the other side, but we got to help them defend.
All right, thanks for joining us. Good luck. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Mark. Dick Pavetta still looking across midcourt there at the basket, and it is counted. It is a 2, and we arrive at halftime. First half analysis.
We go to game 5. The Clippers were down 19 and got it all back.
Brand inside.
Mike D'Antoni
no room for Steve Nash to operate against this Clippers defense, but he is able to find Shawn Marion.
Around of that changing culture. And I'm just glad that Dunleavy got the chance after those guys up in Portland laid down on transition. They can get easy opportunities at will.
Brand over Thomas.
That's the hardest.
42. They can't stop him.
No. He's reminding them you only got 8 seconds to get over the half-court line.
Brand rolls it over the front of the rim. Of course, that is significant.
It looks like that sprint is taking place at glacial speed.
Marion splashes it down. 10-point game. I don't think it's happening.
You said he was 71 years old. It was just recently that Elgin had to stop playing against all the top doing it because he was destroying their confidence. Sitting in the stands.
Marion comes away with it. Rajah Bell takes on McGinney to Marion for a triple. The Phoenix Suns within 7. Half-minute left in the third. What a surge here, a 9-0 run.
And then you have to save that one for the very last possession of the game.
Marion fakes the three, came into the air, and got a pretty looking 2. Shawn Marion, 31. That's the only way we could have a game won on Monday. Of course, we will be in Dallas tomorrow. They're keeping the minutes. Steve Nash only took 1 shot and made it in the third. He's on the bench to start the fourth. As always, Elton Brand
stopped calling fouls after he went down the lane and got leveled, so he comes right back. And Elton Brand is just too good. Steve, you and I were both there when it came
3 games. So in the back of the Phoenix mind, they know they will have much more rest if you get to a game 7 because it goes on Monday. How about Elton?
You must have played in that league.
Brand.
2 guys have scored in
the entire playoffs this year, as opposed to, let's say, 3 or 4 years ago. It seems so much drastically higher. Marion rips short on a 3.
The level of play in this year's playoffs.
But this is their moment. This has been their season. And they'll take it to the limit. As Brand knocks it down.
Nobody played more 7-game series than Akeem Olajuwon and the Houston Rockets to win their 2nd championship.
118-106, and there'll be a 7th game Monday night in Arizona.
Sam, game 7 coming up on Monday. An amazing scene to give the fans here what they've done. How do you fight now the psychology of thinking that you've accomplished something here?
Well, we did. We survived to play another game. Game 7, it's do or die for both teams. We understand how to beat this ball club. We had to beat in game 5. Didn't happen. Roger Bell made an incredible shot. Came here in game 6. We show our intensity, our style of play. If we do that, we'll win the game.
Sam, you're the guy that took this team out to dinner before the playoffs started and made them understand what it's going to take to advance deep into the playoffs. What do you say to supporting members like Quentin Ross and Corey Maggette to get big games out of them again in the next one?
In the playoff, they're not going to let their 2 key players beat you, Elton Brand and myself. So Corey Maggette stepped up big. And what about Quentin Ross? Man, he was unbelievable today. But he can make that type of shot. People don't realize he averaged 20 points in college. And he coming out today, he's our defensive stopper. He also can make the 15, 20-foot jump shot. That's why we won tonight.
You've played in games of this magnitude before. Coming up game 7, you got a couple of rings with the Rockets. What's the one thing you've got to do on Monday to be successful?
First of all, you got to love it, man. You got to love it. My team is so excited about playing in game 7. There's no fear. We're going to come out there together. We as one, and we're going to have some fun with it.
Still smiling, Sam. Thanks for joining.
Baby.